Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. Sorry for the lack of videos the last 2 days. Yesterday was my birthday, so I've been kind of just relaxing and not focusing on too much of anything. And that actually kind of spawned the video that I'm making today because I spent a lot of time just reading through, social media and stuff like that, and saw a rebirth of CIA discourse, which I don't I think the CIA discourse is honestly really dumb because it's kind of one of those things that I've heard it before when it comes to like the meat industry, how no one wants to know how the sausage is made. And it just kind of means something along the lines of most of the time when people who eat meats and stuff like that, they don't want to see that process of, taking a live cow, killing it, slaughtering it, running it through the process, actually stuffing sausage so you can eat it. Um, and I feel the same way about a lot of state intelligence agencies. And it's not just the CIA who's the problem with this. Every state agency who deals with intelligence, whether it's domestic or foreign level, they've got a bad past. And they're probably still doing bad stuff now. But as weird as this sounds, bad is subjective. Um, Depending on what type of moral framework you run off of, you might understand that, the means or the ends always are justified by the means. You might have a completely other outlook on it, where if anybody is, being led astray or harmed, then it's wrong. That's why this discourse is so frankly dumb, because two people can say the same thing and have a completely different end meaning behind what they said depending on how their moral framework works. So, obviously, the CIA has done really, really awful things to American people. I think the number one that people always go to is the Tuskegee Trials. And yeah, that really happened. I'm not going to get into detail about it because it's heinous, but I'm going to put links if you want to read more about it if you don't know about it. Yeah, essentially, it's purposefully infecting the people of your nation just to see what happens, which is awful. But in the other hand of that, we feel like it's awful because it's American people, you know. I know people who would feel, I would feel bad if it's anybody, to be honest. Like if you're being lied to saying you're getting medical treatment, yeah, I'd feel bad about that. But they learned a lot. And if you think that's worth it, then you're probably someone who doesn't think that that experiment was bad. There's a lot of medical experiments that happen nowadays that, people will think that it's bad, like it's heinous to look at, but it needs to be done, like animal research. I saw something a while back where everybody was losing their mind saying that Fauci was involved with some experiment where they were like using dogs and killing the dogs when the experiment was done. Yeah, that's how medical research works. Y'all know that, right? With dogs, at least, they're not breeding dogs for these medical programs. Most of the time, when a dog gets accepted into like a medical research thing, that dog is already sick. So, like, if they're doing a cancer research drug, they'll find dogs that have cancer, give them these experimental treatments, see how it affects the dog, and whether or not the dog got better from the treatment or not, the dog has to die. That's just medical science. You take all that data, you put something together with it, you release a product that can actually be used. But the dogs have to die, even if the experiment goes 100% flawless and they're cured of their diseases. It's still a medical experiment. I know people who would say that if you're doing any kind of experimentation and you have to take a creature's life, then it's wrong. And to those people, I would say don't take any medicine, because I guarantee you every single pill you've taken is because of animal testing. Now, this isn't in any way trying to excuse or downplay the more heinous things that the CIA has done, but it's there. Most of the time, whenever people have these major criticisms of these state level agencies, they're looking at it from these are the bad things that happened. These are the bad things they did. Which is a fine criticism. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to look down on you if you say the CIA is bad because they purposefully infected people in the United States. Yeah, no, that's bad. America's not the only one who's got state agencies who do stuff like this. We are going to be the ones, the CIA is, of course, going to be the one who's in the forefront most of the time because, I mean, we're America. There's no way around that. We have the world's spotlight on us at all times. But it's not a CIA specific thing. Every state level intelligence agency is going to have things that they do in the background that the regular commonplace people aren't going to know about. And when we find out about it, you get these kind of insane backlashes to it. Would I rather they be open and honest about everything they've done? Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people would. I think the people who don't are the people who actually want state secrets, and that's a problem for me. Do I understand why we need to keep secrets like that? If everybody was honest and open, we wouldn't need to, but I know we're not. So we're going to keep doing it until we reach some level of utopia that I can't dream about. Probably going to end up being some enemy we all can fight. Aliens or something like that. I don't know. But until then, every nation's going to have their intelligence agency, and they're all going to do bad things, and they're all have done bad things. You can hate them if you want. That's fine. But there's no point in arguing about it online. We all know they did bad stuff. Just let it ride. There's no point in wasting energy telling people that they're wrong or right. Just read what they've done, understand that it's not unique, and move on with your day. But that's just how I feel about it. Y'all have a good day.